welcome back to Frankie's Forest. In today's video, it's going to be one that I don't usually do. It'll be the 3 cons of owning a greenhouse. I'd say it's not really done too much because I don't really like to think on the negative side of my purchases. I try to think on the positive side, this way I can, be as happy as I can with it. However, there are a couple negatives that I just want people to know before they buy a greenhouse. This also ties in with Tuesday's video about what to consider before buying a greenhouse. So let's get started. The first con that I think is aeration. Now, although it does have 2 very nice sized windows on the side here and on the side over there, I feel like to get proper aeration in the greenhouse, you would need to open up this door. And just personally for me, we have a lot of rodents and a lot of, things like rabbits and deer and a lot of insects that I think if opening up this door, it would allow them all to go in and eat the plants inside of there. So that's one thing I wish I thought about a bit more before purchasing this. Next up is space. Now, this isn't too much of an issue for where I have it. However, I can definitely realize how if you live in like a condo or something where you do have a backyard, however the space is quite limited, where you don't have a lot of space. A greenhouse usually will take up a lot of the space. So as you can see, I have this area here where we have grass going from like over there, and then the grass goes over here, and this area was kind of just all grass. However, now we have this greenhouse here, and I kind of like it here in this place. We were originally thinking of like moving this old barbecue and putting it there. However, we couldn't do that because there's a gas line going up into anyways. So I can definitely see how if you live in a smaller area and you have a smaller plot of land, a greenhouse might not be the best. So you could get one that wasn't walk-in and that just has a door that you can roll up, similar to this. You could roll up the door and you just put the plants inside. You can't even walk in, which I think would be a nice purchase for a smaller backyard like that. Lastly, I'd say that the third con would be stability. Now, this greenhouse is very, very stable, especially with all of the extra support you put on it. Like the bricks over there, those aren't really for stability. Those are to keep it from animals being able to like slide underneath the door. But in all the 4 corners of the greenhouse, as well as on each shelf, we do have a couple stones and a couple bricks to weigh it down. And along with all the plants, that's, a decent sized amount of weight to keep the greenhouse firmly in place. However, if you don't have a lot of plants to put in the greenhouse at the start and you have heavy winds coming in or a strong storm, even snow, your greenhouse can get blown over and a lot of the pieces can snap, because although they say, whether they're like iron or, some heavy duty material that the frame is used, that they use for the frame, it could still bend, and all the plastic connectors that are like here can actually break. So I know since we live in an area where we don't really get like, tsunamis and stuff like that would destroy the greenhouse, there is the possibility in the winter, of course. So I will have to be more careful with that. Overall, I don't want this to be a discouraging video for you guys who have a greenhouse or who are thinking to get a greenhouse. Overall, I think the benefits vastly outweigh the cons. So overall, my greenhouse is great. I love it so much. I'm so happy with the purchase. But I just want to throw these in there for you guys who, these little cons to me may be a big con for you if you have a different environment or a different, if you have like a different backyard or something like that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you did, please remember to subscribe and turn the notification bell on. Also, share it with anyone else who you think will appreciate it. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.